You're welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how you can use this type of oven to bake your bread perfectly. Now, I just recently bought this oven just to use it to teach my students on how to use this beautiful oven to bake your bread. Now, maybe you want to start a bakery business and you have 200,000. Now this can go for 50, 60,000 depending on your area. Now so many find it difficult to use this oven because the heat is coming only from the base and that gives a side effect on the bread. So I'm going to give you some tips, strategies, how you can use this oven perfectly for your bakery business. In other words, you can actually start bakery business with 300,000 naira with what I'm going to explain to you in this video. Now let's assume that you'll be able to mix and knead with your hands. Now one of the strategies, one of the easiest way to mix and knead with your hands is to first of all start with the water, put the ingredients, stir it, let it mix very well, and then you add the flour in bit. The first quantity of flour that you should add, you should be able to stir it to look like pap that is very soft, and then you stir that one until it's smooth and all the seeds and bubbles are dissolved. After that, you add again, stir the same way until all bubbles and seeds are dissolved. And then once you add the one that will make it strong and somehow stronger than usual, for the dough to form, you keep the spoon or you keep the fork, whatever you use in stirring it, or the spatula, whatever material you use in stirring, you set it aside and use your hands to knead, adding the flour gradually. By the time you get to the consistency you want or you desire, your bread will come up smoothly. I tell you, very smooth. Having given you that brief explanation on how to mix commercial bread with hands, let's look at the features of this beautiful guy here, this beautiful oven. Now, this oven comes in 3 decks. You can see 1, 2, 3. This is the second deck, the third, the first, second deck. I did not have anything here. I can actually just put it so it will be clearer. So you have the first deck, the second deck, and the third deck. Now, most times when you are baking, this base will always get burnt and the top will not be well baked. And so if you are and attempt to switch, bringing this one down and taking this one up, most times your bread will collapse. So how are you going to balance it? Now in this is a very small tiny oven, and you can see the heat source. I just want to show you everything. This is locally made, locally fabricated. It's different from the electric small oven. Now there are 2 things I want you to look at. Now the first one is the burner. This is where the heat is. This is where you light the fire and the heat comes out from here. Now there is something I want you to learn in this oven. Apart from this, you can see this is the control where you attach your gas. You can plug in your tube here, your gas pipe right here. Now this is properly fixed. I can put it on now. When you put it on, you find out that the heat spreads and goes up. Now these are ventilation holes. So when you close it, the heat is more tense, at the base compared to the top. So how do you bake to have the best result? Now, if you know that I'm helping you in this channel to build your bakery very well, then share this video, drop your comment, encourage us by liking that video, click the like button so that others will enjoy the same, so that others will see this video, and that way you are encouraging me to create more valuable videos. Now, in order to prevent burning, if you don't want your bread to burn anyhow, the base of the bread to get burnt while the surface is not yet brown, you have to, what I do, the strategy I use, one, I add sand, put sand in another pan, open pan, like just an open zinc. No, the roofing, this is just an open roofing sheet that I cut and now place it, spread dry sand on it, so that way the heat will be trapped by the sand, reduce and still sustain it. The sand can still hold the heat and send it up. Now if you observe this, there's a space here, there is a space here for the heat to still go, but it's no longer direct. So this side that is coming direct will actually escape to feed this side, and this side feeding this corner to be able to bake these ones and these ones. Meanwhile, when I load this place, I don't load in a way that I don't use this span, because it will cover every space. So what I do is, I use these empty pans, these rectangular pans, and I place it this way, so that way the heat can still penetrate. So if you have these pans, you are baking this type of bread, you don't need to put it on pans like this before using it. Just put it and put space between so that the heat can go. Another thing that also causes the burn is that you don't know how to control the nozzle. You don't have to control this place. Now you cannot actually tell when the heat is too high or too low because there's no thermometer installed. Now this is the secret. What you need to do is to get a marker, either this black temporary or permanent ink, or you have that white correction pen that is also somehow permanent, and you put dots around in a way like a label, way you should label it in a way that you will understand. So when you on, you can actually set it to a certain place that gives you a good result. Now let's assume that you label your nozzle 1 to 10. So if you use 6 and the bread comes out very well, then you have to be using that 6. So it's very important to use the correction fluid to label it round, so that when you set the first day you bake, it did not give you the result you want. You set it to another number. That way you regulate it to where it will give you a perfect result, and then you can make use of and enjoy your locally constructed oven. It's one of the cheapest and affordable oven that you can buy. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, click on that notification bell. See you in our next video. God bless you.